This Viper pick is
Mm,
so good. The problem is Devi Lama also loves this hero. It is one of his like he has played
so
a
you think they're
lot
just gonna
of.
give it to Violama instead of where it's optimal to play it?
I think they might give it to Devi Lama honestly, and then run the Visage as a mid laner instead,
Mhm.
or they support with the Visage. Can you play Visage as a support? It'd have to be a 5. Actually, you know what? We have seen Sam take Visage to 5 before.
Yeah. I mean, you absolutely can play Visage as a support. I see people do it all the time. That's what my roommate used to do.
Yeah, it might be
Uh,
Visage for Sam
oh,
since
I know
the
you're not
Pugnet's
familiar
gone.
with a certain man named Owie 2000, known for
Uh,
picking up Visage and building the Rod of Owie, aka Rod of Atos.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like that name rings a bell somewhere. Did he win a TI? I feel like he might have won a TI.
Yeah, he won a TI.
I was there for that one. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Of course, in
And
case
now
anyone thinks I'm actually
he
not
coaches a
educated.
powerful North American team
Yeah,
with Snake King.
oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see what
Yeah.
you did there.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I think
Well,
we're seeing 5 position Visage. I think that's the case because there's not a Sam hero on this lineup, unless it's the Viper.
mhm,
So either way, that's what it could be. It could be either 5 Viper or Visage, and the other one goes the off lane. And then what we're needing here is a mid lane here. I think Hokori I've made a really good read because that was not what I initially expected. But the bans now make a lot of sense. The Invoker, the Ember Spirit, I like these a lot.
I mean, it's just you're banning out whatever you don't want to play against, and I guess they don't want to play against the Ember and the Invoker. The reason for that does confuse me, though. Oh, why the Invoker ban?
I mean, Invoker's super good against Monkey King.
He's pretty good against Monkey King.
It's also really good against Pango until you get roll up
Hmm.
because you just
Yeah,
cold snap Spirit Vessel him. Go against
yeah,
Tiny. I mean, it's just good. It's a good Invoker game. Like all these heroes get
yeah.
owned by it. Alacrity onto
Mhm.
CK is also disgusting. The Uber Lord. All right.
I don't get it. Oh, I guess CK. Yeah. Okay. Makes more sense. You control up the CK. CK like struggled to even play the game against the Chaos Knight. So now they're forced to switch things up. Uh, you want to run the CK in position 3 at this point if you're forced to play into an Underlord.
I think they might still keep it. I honestly think they might keep it, and then they'll just deal with
You're
it.
going to have damage problems if you run the CK position 1 at this point. I'm almost certain they'll switch this one around.
Yeah, we'll
I think
see.
they're insane if they leave Yves on this hero. Like you're setting him up for failure if you do that. It's difficult enough playing with the Pangolier, but now that you're fighting into the Underlord, like the moment you pop Phantasm, all of your illusions get controlled up. Not to mention the damage the Firestorm is going to do them. It is just going to decimate Yves' game. He can find himself a lot of farm, but it the Chaos Knight isn't going to be like the thing that wins him the game if he runs this in position 1. It'll be his team that wins this for him. So unless you have a perfect pick that goes elsewhere, you're gonna want to switch this one over to position 3.
There's
Then
not
run
like a
like
lot of good one positions in the pool that you can pick for this, unless they run one position Visage here.
you could. I mean, that's less bad than position 1 CK in my opinion.
Visage Viper safe lane actually sounds gross.
Why? Because they both fly.
That you have 2 massive slows and a lot of range. You have a lot of damage. How do you deal with
Mm.
Visage Viper? Like, what would you even do in lane?
Mm.
Hide in the
You
trees?
give up.
Spam
You
Firestorm and hide
concede.
in trees? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely just concede the game at that point.
Hmm. This
Alright.
isn't League of Legends and Han though, so there's no concede button. For anyone
There
who,
is. You just type GG. What do you mean?
okay, I mean in pubs, dude. All the people that think like, oh, Dota needs a concede button, literal
No,
worst,
they would make the
worst,
yeah.
worst take in existence. Like, there's a lot of takes on Dota. That is the literal worst one. There's zero, zero things that would ever make that make sense. All right, 9 seconds, Neff. What are they picking? You got it. You got it. I believe in you.
Uh, that one.
It's a good
I'm
call.
so smart. Coddle. Okay,
Dude,
that's not what
Coddle
I
is
would have
usually
expected.
Alex's hero, but it's gonna be Esk taking it mid lane, and it is gonna be the
Okay.
5 position Visage.
5 Visage, 1 Chaos Knight, Divine Llama playing 3. Alright, I'm calling it. Hokori win this game.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, whenever I see the Viper on Wildcard, it's like it's always going to be in the hands of the Vilama. Almost
He's
every
gonna
single
say,
time.
"I want that," and then take it.
Yeah, it's like I've never seen anyone else on Wildcard play the Viper. It's almost
Hmm.
like there might be sometimes, but I want to say it's at least like 85 to 90%. It's Devi Llamas.
Yeah.
So, and Alex is always a Snapfire player. Always. So it's like the question is where are these last heroes going? And I think these ones make the most sense. The Chaos Knight, yeah, it is going to struggle against Vitaly on the Underlord, but you're going to get a lot of damage and a lot of space being made by the Coddle early on. So we'll see how it goes.
I'm with Hokori. Can't wait for game 3. You know, wildcard might as well add that concede button in the game, Ricky. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Draft, not good. Your damage is definitely gonna fall off as the game goes on, especially given that Sam is gonna be playing this position 5. They could switch things up, you know, partway through the game. They realize, hey, this is maybe a bad idea. Sam, we're gonna give you farm priority now. But I don't think that's gonna be the case, and Hokori's gonna run them over despite being able to counter out this chaos and everybody else falling off pretty hard when some BKBs come out.
Okay. I'm going with Wildcard. I think
You're
Wildcard
insane.
I think Wildcard have game number 2 here. I think
hashtag stack the deck, right?
Yeah. No, I think the mid lane Coddle is going to make a lot of space. I think he has the potential to find some really early kills on the Underlord because he is that hero that always goes for that Spirit Vessel. And yeah, if he manages to get it early enough, this Underlord is no longer that much of a threat. And Eves doesn't really even have to rely on Phantasm to kill him. It's just, just Reality Rift into a stun and they'll have the damage. So that's my thought process here. But we'll see. A lot of it's going to come down to the Keeper of the Light to really accelerate Wildcard's draft here. Otherwise, yeah, I think you're right. Hokori have a lot good stuff going for him.
Yeah, but Keeper of the Light accelerates into a smoke, and then a pause comes out, ruining the hype up I was about to do. El Micho disconnects in the game. Incredible stuff.
Very high skill.
Yeah.
People wonder what peak Dota performance is. Literally that.
It's a pause. Yeah.
Have you seen Chaos Knight's starting items?
It's a wand and a quelling blade. I mean, more and more people are falling back on this one, right? They just go for magic wand or stat items. They wand a couple of branches or some shit like that.
Look at the Viper.
And just trade with the enemies. Yeah.
Wand 3 branches.
You know, once the laning phase actually starts, then they send themselves out some extra regen. With the gold that they get from the bounty rounds. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, you're not going to be using that regen at the beginning of the game unless you like fumble something super hard. You're much better off having extra stats in order to tank up more. And maybe this is just the way things are now. You use couriers to send yourself out regen. I don't know. Maybe 5 couriers isn't good, but 1 courier probably wasn't good either. The amount of strategy that you're required to do with like 5 strangers is how we led to some of these changes that are in Dota right now. Like, you shouldn't have to coordinate couriers with strangers. You shouldn't have to coordinate what positions that you're playing with strangers. That's why we have like ranked roles and 5 couriers now. But I think competitive Dota has kind of taken a hit because of it.
Wow. Boomer neph here with the
maybe that's a not popular take.
Nah. I think some people like feel it, but as anyone who played support competitively, dude, it is literally so much better.
Yeah, I mean, you get to do things in the late game to be like, hey, I'm going to position swap you out of a chronosphere, and that is my role in the team fight.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like playing like competitively, and it's like 45 minutes into the game. I'm a 5 position Abaddon, and I have like tranquil boots, a wand, and like
and you'll bet your
wards.
fucking ass you'll press a Photic shield on someone, and that is your job.
It's like that's it.
Else.
Like you it's like you couldn't like an Aether Lens. Are you kidding? No, at first the item didn't even exist, but second, like you can't afford that. Yeah, I had to buy boots. I'm getting boots at like 13 minutes into the game.
Yeah, you had to pay for observer wards.
I had to buy the courier upgrade. It, like 3 minutes comes around, and your mid lane's like pinging you. Like, where's my courier upgrade? You're like, I'm sorry, my lord. Please spare me.
Yes, my lord.
More wood?
It's rough out here, man.
Yeah.
A doodle for the ages.
You shall not pass. Thank you, Sammy. Guys.
Yeah, that was a rough time. It was a rough time to be support, man. I hate, like, I absolutely Hated it. I only played support competitively because I like refused to play it in pubs. And I think this is like one thing that has actually been a really big positive about the change is like nowadays playing support can be pretty fun. Like you remember supporting in pubs like 6 years ago. It was the most miserable thing in the world. But nowadays you're like, I could pick Rubik and I might get an Ags this game. Like who knows?
Yeah, you'll usually get nags if you start working towards one.
Yeah.
Like early on. I know our admin for this tournament, Nina, he's an absolute psychopath. You know the heroes he enjoys playing? He enjoys playing Treant Protector, Ogre Magi, that sort of thing. The man just doesn't like playing the game.
He's a big boy, man. He's all about the...
I'm pretty sure he just hates playing and he wants to be like as passive as possible. And then he gets angry. The man has his comms turned off so he doesn't yell at people and get in trouble.
That's not a bad idea. I think more players should follow that.
I wish you would do that.
Whoa. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, when you're casting.
Yeah, of course.
Just turn your comms off, bro.
All right, little toxic, but it's whatever. It's fine.
No, just unfair.
Look, it's the pause time that's doing this to me.
Yeah, if you say so.
It's getting me upset. Plus the fact that we're going to game 3 with all this pause time. Because, you know, Wildcard's draft is not good this game.
Sure. That's what they want you to think.
Speaking of head admin, he just sent me a message. It wasn't about what I just said, thankfully. He hasn't caught on to that one yet. Hopefully he's not watching the stream.
Oh, he is. He's the production guy today. Or stream guy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they do. But he's there. He's watching. He's going to know. You're going to get a strongly worded email after this. All right, Wildcard smoked up here. They have a very strong level 1, so you do have to be careful. I mean, both teams are pretty strong. I would give
Yuma's on top of the hill.
Oh, they got the ward there.
Look
that
at
scouts it, though.
Countered. There's no way he's going to be able to catch this man, even though he's on a horse.
Yeah, they get the D ward, though. Dude, this is one of those things where it's like, you just kind of like walk in there, and if you see no one while you, like when you're smoked, you just have to assume that it was warded, right? Especially since Eve's smoke popped.
Yeah. The only way he gets away from you in time is
Esk. He's in there pretty deep, but he is fast. He is riding the horse. He's got old bones. He's light, but Gardic manages to take the kill anyway. So first blood goes the way of the Pugna.
Nice find. Who's doing the high fives at? Oh, it's Yuma. Dude, he's just chasing down Divine Llama, clicking him down.
Look at this ward here. And they happen to cut down. Oh my god. Tiny cut down the tree on his way in, so it made this ward even better.
Yeah.
That's what feels good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure how much information this thing's going to give you, but at the very least, it makes it safe to rotate over to the Bounty Rune over 3 minutes and grab that one.
I mean, I think Yuma is going to be forced out of this lane as soon as Viper gets level 3, honestly. So I think chances are he's going to want to be getting some space that way. Oh, he gets the wrong tree up top lane. Very close there off of Il Misho. It would have taken a ton of damage. Meanwhile, Alex just chasing down Gardic here. I mean, Snapfire trades very well. That Scatterblast level 1 is a ton of damage.
It's pretty good. Huge slow on that one as well. Like 100% for the 1 second. Yuma's getting run down with this as well. He's gonna avalanche get the stacks off from Sam. Actually managed to find a kill off on a Monkey King.
Nah. Ooh. Fog just for a moment there. Vitali, he's still only got that level 1 point in Atrophy Aura. So he's gonna be fine. They don't manage to find him in the trees. Pango is also very low in the mid lane here against Esk.
I think he's probably going to be fine as long as his bottle comes out relatively soon. He's getting in a little bit late. I think it'll arrive like just after the rune spawn. He's got a Fairy Fire that he's sitting on as well, though. So he can always pop that if it looks like Esk is prepping to just go for the kill onto him. So there's his bottle. He'll be able to grab one of the water runes, I'm certain.
I mean, he's pushed the lane in super hard.
Yeah.
Esk could just back for it.
Yeah. Analog needs to go now, otherwise he misses the water rune.
He's TPing for it. Oh my gosh, this play. He's one of those mid laners.
You hate to see it. he had the boots in the middle of that one as well, so he's able to get over to it even faster. And now Analog is in a little bit more trouble. I thought he would be fine before.
What does it then?
It is ridiculous how close to that rune you can TP to. It's very quick. That is one of the dire side advantages that people have. Although apparently the win rates between Radiant and Dire is incredibly even. There's like a 1-game discrepancy at the major.
That's it, really?
Yeah, between Radiant and Dire win rate.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's probably like the most even it's been in
Ever.
yeah, like a decade.
Yeah. Yeah, Knoxville is definitely posting about that one on Twitter earlier. Shout out to Knoxville. Don't understand what he does, but you know, it looks complicated, and that's kind of cool, I guess.
Oh my god.
Honestly, looks like witchcraft to me.
Precious bounty.
The man makes magic. What can you do?
Yeah. 200, 300 years ago, I would have just assumed that Knoxville was a witch. Something.
How did you do this? Math?
The
That's
top
not
screen.
real.
Looks like we gotta like tie some bricks to him and throw him in the water.
Let's see if he floats, guys.
Yeah. If he doesn't float, you know, it sucks, I guess. If he does float, definitely a witch.
Man, this place was wild back in the day. Gardic in some trouble. Scatterblast comes down, and he'll take out there to Divine Llama. Does manage to keep the Tiny alive, and that was his goal all along, but Alex will finish off the war. Oh, will he? Yeah, he does. Okay. Of course he does.
Nice find. All right, are they gonna try to go on to Sam here? No, Yves instead play aggressive. They went to Vitali. Not easy to find this kill though. Man's got a lot of HP.
Yeah.
Dude, is he just going double bracer soul ring? This is unhinged behavior. He's gonna go double bracer soul ring and wand. I was so busy looking at that I didn't watch bottom.
Oh, and you just popped a full stick there on Divine Llama, getting a ton of mana now, and Tiny is just chunking to these poison attacks. He's doing a really good job at playing around the tree line, though. I'm surprised, though. Viper, does he go on the Urn build? No, he went for the Falcon Blade. Okay. I guess you do have the Coddle in the mid lane, so that's your Spirit Vessel.
Yep.
And so one of those things where, like, Viper usually snowballs his lane with an Urn, but
Yeah, you guys get to do that in this lane. Just like the fact that you amp the earn damage with the poison attack, Magic Camp, makes it pretty sick. Vitali getting gone on.
Nice boundless strike, though. Will he be able to get out? Oh, unlucky courier there. Dude, that's a soul ring. Oh, no, he got it delivered.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. Dude, again, this is unhinged behavior by the under. Look at these starting items that
Yuma's
this man
dead.
has.
They finally got him. Rotation in from Analog, though. He's got the Rolling Thunder. I mean, he's pretty tanky here on Divine Llama. I don't think he has the damage. Yeah, he just tips him. He's like, yeah, good one. I'm out. Oh,
He
wait.
rolls away.
Alex? GG accidentally?
GG won't play. Yeah.
All right.
So that one is open to admin interpretation. A lot of time, if it's not overly talky, it's just a mistake, then, you know, it's not automatic GG by accidentally hitting it. That is a ruling on that one.
Yeah. I mean, clearly it was a joke about the Rolling Thunder bottom. But.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless Nina is having a really bad day.
All right, Wildcard said it. That's it. Pack it up, boys. Game 3.
Admin wants to sleep. Thanks, Nina. You're doing God's work. Sometimes the man just does want to sleep, though. Very late over where he is.
Score right now 1-5, about a 1K gold lead for Wildcard. I mean, they're looking pretty good at the start of this game. Oh, Gardic in trouble once again. He gets the decrep off, but he might just tick out to this poison attack anyway. And Divine Llama grabs him.
Dude, is this in the tree? All right, nice. They found it. They're farming that. Plus 20 gold. Very easy. Free
Top
money.
lane.
Top lane.
Rotation in from Esk. He does have the Monkey King here, but that damage from the Illuminate is just too much. The 4 points is completed. He's gonna walk back mid with those boots of travel. Old man's fast.
It is ridiculous how much movement speed this hero has.
Radiant's bottom tower is
God, 471. Is that... Yeah, 471 is correct. You get, like, max movement speed after you have,
Dire's tower is under attack.
like, Spirit Form maxed up and, like, one more movement speed item, like a Windlace or something.
Under attack.
Like El
can't
Misho
even
knows
land.
he's like clearly in vision, but
Yeah.
they will find Gardic now. So is he actually gonna get this D ward? Oh, nicely done by Gardic.
Yeah. He needs to leave now, though. He doesn't want to be hanging around asking shit. Does he have his urn coming out? All right, he's got it now.
They're gonna
Now
be able
he's
to blow
gonna
up
be more
Sam here
fun.
potentially. Oh, the heal though from that Illuminate does quite a bit. Pango with the Rolling Thunder, just gonna pump fake that one up and back off. They do manage to get the kill onto the Visage, and now Gardic left alone on the high ground. Not much you can do there. They do bring in Divine Llama for this as well.
Yeah. They tried to focus down the Pango there, but he hit 3 heroes with the shield crash, so he was like 48% damage reduction there. They didn't do too much to him as they were clicking him down.
Oh, speaking of Pango, he's found here by the Viper. Ooh, he gets the Rolling Thunder off though just in time, and Divine Llama needs to be careful. He's stuck inside this Pit of Malice, and Analog with the chase, able to chain stun him down. Will he be able to hit once more? Gets him. Really well done there by the Pango this time around.
Yeah. So it pays off holding that Rolling Thunder in the previous fight. He kept on pumping it to force the enemies back for if he actually commits it, but you know, he saves it until he has to make the play right there. He's fine there under the Viper.
Gonna go
He's
for
going
the
for this.
Phantasm.
This
He's gonna
is-
find Gardic.
This is insane.
I mean, they've got him. The Mortimer Kisses are here as well, raining in from the far. Pango will join him. Eves, though, he's going to take out there to that Firestorm, and Sam pretty low as well, but the urn comes back, the damage through, the cookie. Not necessarily going to connect, but it's just going to be a matter of time here. He's got another urn if he needs it. Doesn't need it. Just finishes him out with a quick Illuminate. Esk now on a killing spree for the Keeper of the Light. Dude, 9 minutes, 30 seconds in the game. He has these boots of travel completed, and he is over halfway to his vessel.
Yeah. 1100 gold in the bank right now. He's gonna have this one done pretty soon. You're gonna struggle to fight into them on Hokori after this one's done, but you know, despite the fact that it is 5 to 11, only 1k net with advantage right now for Wildcard. Yuma's on the other side of the map farming. Do keep that in mind. This guy farms like crazy. I don't like the build that he's going for this game though.
You never like this build, Neph.
This Moonshard first item, you know, it farms fast. That is the only thing it does. Dota 2 plays way too fast this game for you to be able to go away for something like greedy like this. We live in the age of BKBs picked up as a first item. You cannot just go Moonshard, man. Unhinged behavior by Yuma.
Bottom lane, they do manage to catch the Monkey King. Nice boundless strike, but Esk, he actually ends up missing him with the Illuminate, but they've still got so much damage to chase him down with. Ooh, in comes the Underlord, though. Nice avalanche onto 2. Pit of Malice is there as well. Analog has a Rolling Thunder. He's going to go ahead and drop it as they know they've already finished off the Viper. They're looking for more. Sam, he's actually stuck in a really bad spot, but it looks like they don't want to dive too far, so they will just take the 2 for 2. That portal's not going to... Oh my gosh, brought him back literally last second.
Analog ran the numbers, man. I don't think he was ever concerned. Very nice. He's doing decent on the Pango this game, though. Once he's got Diffusal Blade done, it's going to be much easier for him to take fights into these people. S is going to try to chase down Vitali here.
He's got the Solar
Monkey is
Bind.
coming to assist. Yeah, you're pretty far from your team now on S. He needs to turn around.
He's got that Vessel coming out, though. That's the one he's going to wait for.
Yeah. They don't have enough, like, disable to take down Esk here is an issue. They could try.
Boundless Strike, Pit of Malice, and Blinding Light. He's gone. Nicely done.
He got, yeah, Blinding Light came out at the same time. He was trying to Primal Spring in, so it pushed him back out when he was midair. Sick play, sick play.
Did you manage to grab top tower here on Analog, or with Corrosion, making quick work of that one? But mid lane, you've got Sam here with this Visage and his Familiars doing a lot of damage on over to the tower.
Yep. Divine Llama's going to clear this one out pretty quick. Well, no, not without Shard. He won't be able to clean up this tower.
Esk manages to find El Misho with the Vessel completed now. There is no chance he's getting out of this one. Nice dodge there on the Soul Assumption, but still ends up falling. However, in the river, they do manage to find Alex on the Snapfire. Gets the leap away for the moment, but Analog is here with the Rolling Thunder. Avalanche not going to connect, but Alex, he's going to dodge this one out. Analog,
He's got to leave.
It's Playing ping pong. All right, Alex gonna be fine, but Pugnut not as much. Alex comes back with a vengeance on that Snapfire.
Yep. Analog ends up taking a lot of damage. Only past Monkey King his bottle. Fill that one back up. Heal if he can. He just drops the Spirit Vessel. He's playing so loose with these, but he's had so many assists this game. Really gets to do this.
This is the thing. It's like when you play so fast on this hero and you're just like constantly in fights getting kills, you just throw these vessel charges out constantly.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Sam sees El Misho. He's walking up onto the high ground, and that he's gonna get the jump away for the moment, but all right, he'll be fine.
Yep. Man, Tiny is actually pretty far behind, despite the fact that he is relatively untouched by these heroes.
I mean, his lane was impossible, right? That was the idea.
Yeah. Yeah, his team's doing a great job making space for him right now, but he's just not as farming nearly as efficiently as the heroes on Wildcard are.
Nice boundless strike there. El Misho cleans those up.
Well, looks like things have slowed down again for a moment. I mean, you will catch back up once you get the Egg and Shard, the Moon Shard on Yuma.
If Kantavai Llama, I mean, he was a little bit too deep here. I don't think he gets out of this one at all. Does drop the Viper Strike on off over to Monkey King and El Misho. He might tick out to this. One more. No, gets the dodge there with the mischief. Nicely done.
Alex. Oh, if that stun landed, Alex would certainly be dead. Analog would come in on doing pretty hard. Diffusal Blade is coming out right now, by the way. So this is going to make Analog a lot stronger. He just doesn't have enough mana to spam out his abilities right now, it feels like. All right, that's going to help. God can solve that problem for him.
Sam's Birds here in some trouble. Yeah, swashbuckle on through. And that one should also tick out. It does. So that was recently resummoned. So those are dead for 100 seconds.
Yeah, and I think they realized that, which is why they went for it so hard. Analog gave up going for the double damage rune in order to clear out those birds, which was strange, but I guess they feel like it's going to be much easier for them to make a play against Wildcard if they don't have the birds to work with, rather than them having a double damage rune these next couple minutes here. Hopefully they're correct. Wildcard are planning on playing this fairly fast. They're just going BKB on the CK after this armlet's done, and the Coddle's working on BKB as well. In fact, this is going to be his second item. Is a sign that they want to push high ground reasonably early. I think that Divide Llama should go back for a shard instead of picking up his BKB's next item in order for them to have damage in towers.
Yeah, I think you do definitely need the BKB on the Coddle, just because you have to play quick. Like, this is a hero that is really, really, really strong once you get to that 20, 25, 30-minute mark. But post that, the hero's not as impactful. All right. They will be able to find... Oh, that's a quick kill. Alex with a buckshot to the head.
No help for it.
Phantasm's going to come through as well. And, yeah, just going to go and clear up some Ancients. You can also start applying pressure to the top tier 1 tower. They do have the fort, so you might as well go ahead and pressure the tower. But maybe right now they're not going to.
Nothing that confident about it. Analog. He's got vision of these heroes. He goes on to divide despite the fact that he knows that Alex is right there.
Well, nice bit of malice. I mean, how does he get... Is he going to be able to get out of the Viper? It relatches. This Pango doing work. Well done by Analog. And unlucky there with the Rowdy Rip. But the Mortimer Kisses plus the Chaos Bolt. He's got nothing left in the tank. Trying to just run as fast as he can. But Gardic unable to heal him through it.
Yeah. This is one of the weaknesses of this Pango build. He is spamming his belts a lot. He does not have much mana to work with there. He's like 20 mana short of being able to drop his Swashbuckle in order to get out there. Really needs more mana items. Diffusal Blade, 10 intelligence. It's like okay, but not nearly enough.
They found the Visage. Aton's Boundless Strike. Gardic. Hit him with that Life Strain. We'll be able to finish him off. So a nice, turnaround pick off there.
No, couldn't clear out the birds that time. Not good when your Pangolier goes down, though. He is the person keeping you inside this game. I'm, again, surprised that Wildcard is doing so well. His Keeper of the Light in the mid lane is really popping off. Esk is doing a great job.
Yeah, I think Yuma, once he gets to this Moon Shard, will have a lot to offer. Just because he does a ridiculous amount of damage at that point, but it's going to be a moment.
You're wasting your... Dude, El Misho's like actually just wasting his time trying to chase Esk down here. Like, there's no way he keeps up with him. And even if you did get on top of him, there's no way, like, he actually catch him. Like, he just walks away from you.
All right.
He spent so much time this game trying to do that.
Moon Shard's online, by the way, with the Shard, of course. And now you have farming speed coming through. Oh, there's the boost of travel to the familiars as he's looking for Gardic. Yeah, that's a nice play.
Yeah. 5 Visage is working, man.
Dire are scanning for enemy.
4, 3, and 7 right now. Maybe we're going for the Wraith Pack next. Yeah, Yuma knew that he wanted absolutely no part of that. As soon as he saw, the enemy, he decided to walk away. He's better off trying to farm, keep pace with the CK. Again, they are going to struggle to break high ground on Wildcard. The item that they do that with is going to be the Aghanim Shard and the Viper. Without him, they could very easily clear out Wildcard's heroes and, the CK illusions. And I think as this game goes later, Yuma's going to be a bigger issue.
Radiant should look
Now over in the Roche pit. I mean, it looks like they're setting up around here. In fact, yeah, they're heading in. This is kind of a risky move, but you see Elmisho on the other side of the map with no mana. He isn't going to be able to come in to assist his team in time.
Yeah, and Samson
Against
very
Pango,
aggressively as well.
Yeah, against Pango, this is kind of crazy, though. If you get hit by Firestorm
Oh, they are going to find
and Rolling Thunder,
Yeah, they're going to find him. So he
I mean,
loses
that's
one
worth it,
familiar.
100%.
The question is, can they get more? Yeah, they just get the Aegis and they will back out on the rest. Coddle did get a couple spells off to slow them down, at least slow down the chase, but it is going to cost them their Observer Sentry.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that was all Sammy. I mean, he walks into the enemies. He knows it's like about how much time his team needs to be able to take Roshan. Just stalls for that. It really doesn't matter if he goes down compared to them picking up the Aegis there. Because that's like one of your comeback conditions right now on Hokori is, Firestorm plus Rolling Thunder inside the pit while they're trying to take it. The fight becomes pretty easy. Oh, nice job by Stammy stalling them out. And now Misha's working on a BKB on the other side of the map. No boots necessary. This is so crazy, man.
Smoked up again on the side of Wildcard. They saw Gardic just get a D-ward, so they're, I think, anticipating he's going to be coming back this way in a moment. And yeah, they got him.
Dead.
They found him.
So Yuma needs to leave now.
Yeah, I think he
Dude,
will.
Eskis
Oh,
already found
maybe
him.
not. Esk has found him.
TP on cooldown for 2 seconds.
Oh, Mortimer Kisses are there. There's no way out. Yeah, this rotation's going to be worth a lot now, because not only do you get the tiny, but you get the tier 1 tower. Yeah, that was a big kill. Very well found there by Esk, just going all the way back behind the tower to look for the tiny.
Yeah, it looks like Analog is trying to make it over to cut these waves. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So he doesn't want them to be able to push into the base or any further than the tier 2 towers. They tried to TP to the catapult and they keep the light just there and find the Pango. They couldn't connect to that with the double damage on Pango made, so he could kill the catapult fast enough.
Tvylama finds El Misho bot. Oh my god!
No,
he just drops the BKB. Dude, this is what I love about Tvylama. This guy, he taunts, man. He likes to have fun. Dude, imagine if a creep just like gained sentience and just slapped that BKB. It's just like bonk.
Yeah, I know what I have to do to win my team this game.
Yeah, I know it must be done.
Looks like they're putting more pressure. They need to be able to take some of these buildings. I mean, this mid tier 1 is still standing gives Wildcard so much access to Corey's side of the map. Misho scanned out. I'm pretty sure, man, his tree dance is getting disabled for so long because of his Viper Strike, but
he's got Grove Bow, Dragonlance. Tvylama is a turret at this point. This is like the best case scenario on a Viper is getting this item. It is so strong.
yeah, I'm surprised that he didn't go for the Aghanim Shard. You just be able to outrange towers.
Ooh. Analog trying to slow down the push here as Rolling Thunder does come through, but
That was
dude, he's managing to pull
questionable.
this creep wave. All right. Not going to be pulled anymore. They got 2 more creeps coming in. A nice stall, though, by the Monkey King, because he's going to cut the next one as well.
Yeah, you need to stall for a little while now. You just use Rolling Thunder. 50 seconds without this, there's very little reason that they don't just walk up to the high ground right now on Wildcard. There's not much to be afraid of, in my opinion. Well, it's not gonna do it. I guess they don't have a creep wave at the moment.
Oh,
Fair enough.
dude, I don't know how he got that tree dance up. He definitely took damage from Alex there. Just tree danced instantly. Wait a minute. Eve's middle lane finds Vitale. Meanwhile, we're just watching this, you know, El Micho Monkey King having a blast bottom. Okay.
Yep.
9K gold lead for Wildcard here, Neff. They're looking pretty dominant.
Oh.
What's got to
BKB's
change?
done now, though. I mean, you need a couple more items. BKB is a huge one that's being worked on by Yuma. At that point, the only hero you're concerned about is the Chaos Knight, and you can just control him up with like the damage coming out from the Tiny and Pit of Malice plus Firestorm.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
So once these BKBs are done, these fights actually become pretty easy for Hokori.
There's
This is what I was
smoke up
talking about at the start of the
here.
game.
Yeah.
I look very foolish at the moment, though.
It would have been very awkward if someone would have said that this game was easy for Hokori or something. Oh my gosh, he gets him on the cookie. Yuma goes down. Divine Llama not participating, but still decides to participate in tipping the Tiny.
Just as good. If he can't be there, he can be there in spirit.
Oh my god, Alex finds Gardic. This is why you banned this guy's Snapfire, okay? I was telling you earlier, this guy's a gamer. You can't let him have this hero.
This
He's just
you'd be
too
kind
good.
of insane.
He's just too good at it. Oh, he's
Yeah.
waiting. He's waiting. The machine gun's coming, dude.
He doesn't have the mana. All right, there we go.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, they find Vitale once again. He can't get away from the CK. They're bleeding Neph all over the map. A 10,000 gold advantage now.
All right, someone needs to make it stop. I need to finish up these items. They're so close to these important items, man. The Tiny, all right, he just needs another 700 gold, and he's got the BKB. The Underlord, he just needs another like 200 gold, and he's got his BKB.
Do you see what
You're
Sam
500
has?
gold away from this. Huh? What does Sam have?
He's got a Wraith
Wraith
Pact.
I mean, this is insignificant compared to the BKBs and the item scepter being done on Pango. You can still easily fight into Wildcard once you have these things done, but they're increasing their net worth lead just before these crucial items come out, and I think that's going to stop them being able to come back into the game.
Yeah, Roshan would be a very big win for the side of Hokori if they can get it, but it's really hard to fight into that Roche pit, and they're looking for analog bottom. He is going to get the... oh, there it is. Rolling Thunder into
TP out.
the TP out.
Yeah.
Yeah, nicely done. I mean, it's a good attempt there to try and stop it. Meanwhile, El Micho bottom does distract the Esk long enough. But he's not done. He's
150
looking for
gold.
more.
Right.
Who's he
Please
going
run.
to find?
What? Divine Llama? He popped his BKB?
Yuma
Hey,
with
tip
the tip.
him. Oh,
Nice.
okay, yeah, they were already dewarding. I was like, that's going to reveal the fact they have wards over there, but they were in the middle of dewarding it when they did the tip out onto him.
You know, sometimes you BKB. Didn't he?
9-second BKB. Wildcard have no chance of winning this game.
All right, Nev. Stamp it, everyone. He said it right now. 2 minutes, 25 minutes, 50 seconds into the game.
Masterpiece.
Wraith Pact finished up for the Pugna. That's a big one.
Yeah?
Like how Wraith Pact is just a split pushing item now.
Dude, I came up with that concept when the patch first came out. I'm like, yeah, you just run this down a lane. It'll shove it. It's unironically being used like that now.
You see Yuma's dead, and so is the Monkey King.
Gardic is also in trouble, but he makes it out. Does he have his BKB on Tiny? He does. All right, BKB is completed. They're only 14k ahead. We just need the second BKB coming out now. Sorry, the third one on this Thunderlord.
Tower has fallen.
Just that
We're
one.
almost there. Just don't die to Esk. Just simply don't die. Look at that. He's alive. Oh my, please tell me he's alive. Okay, he's alive. Almost died inside the base. It's fine. 350 gold away. He's got this.
Esk is about.
Analog.
He's queued up
Analog,
the
please.
scythe. He wants that hex. It's gonna be a while before he gets it, but you know he's queued it up. Does he really hold on to Tumbler Toy still? Don't you put? Oh, I was like, don't you just put Elven Tunic in to become even faster?
Yeah, I think he gets max movement speed with this one when he's in spirit form.
It's very close. I don't think it's quite. I think you're like 530 or 540, but
I think it's max. We'll see in a second.
I think you need the wind lace to have it max, but we'll see. It'll be very close.
No. Why doesn't he just pop it? He's got like 100% uptime on it, or close to it.
They'll be able to get the D ward there as well as their outpost. Coddle now coming back to the top side of the map. It is haste, you're right. And the old man continues to run around the map. Meanwhile, mid lane, they do manage to find Divine Llama. He's got a BKB though. Ends up cooking him into the team. Like, get in there, Divine Llama. But no, there's nothing to happen there. Does he have the shard? He does. All right, it's pretty good.
All right, they're gonna try to backdoor the tier 1 tower. He gets boarded though. Oh man, they're not gonna get the DD rune. Sam scouts it out with the familiars. Is he gonna go back to this one? Please don't get punished. Please don't get punished. All right, he avalanches the bird so he can't get punished. All right, mid tier 1 tower finally taken. This is an important objective. Give them access to the map. Roshan can respawn another 10 seconds. They're in a much better position to actually take this fight now. Radiant tier 1 is down.
There's some really good jungle items that they just got. Cloak of Flames, Psychic Headband. The Roshan, do they scan it? Do they notice it? They do now. He just phantasmed. He's like, all right, never mind. They're coming back. DD room. Just going to make it that much easier. Yeah, neph, that is going to be Aegis and a Shard on the line here. Alex goes up onto the high ground for... Does he have no detect? He's just standing under a ward sentry? Okay, that's fine. All right, there it is. Aegis and Shard goes the way of the Chaos Knight. He now has the illusion on the Chaos Bolt, plus the extra bonus range.
Yep. Everyone is running. They just stalled this game out for the duration of this Aegis, and then they're slightly better shape. I mean, the game's been getting harder and harder steadily for the last couple of minutes now. 17k now.
Oh, Sam with the Quelling Blade play onto El Misho. He's got a BKB. He just doesn't bother.
Yeah. I think he had the opportunity to.
Yeah, he did.
After he was stunned by. Yeah. After he came down from the tree, he could have popped it and TP'd out, but it chose not to.
He would just die to the Familiars and the Viper. There's just no way.
Hmm. Well, you know, he just forced the entire enemy team over to his part of the map. So
they scan for the Sam. He's gonna run right into him.
Yuma's got a TP.
TP. Doesn't manage to get the Wraith Pact off, but does sign up Tiny for a moment. The Chain Stunts are there. Mortimer Kiss is coming through. He has to BKB, but he's just trapped. All of the CK illusions are there. And Underlord, he'll make it out. Question is, will Gardic Alex? He's got his number once again.
Hokori playing surprisingly greedy with these BKBs.
Bonk.
Dude, gotta
yeah, that is
trying
a
to
lot
clear
of
out
damage.
this wave. Dude, they're so desperate to cut these waves and not take a direct fight in the wild card until like the ultra late game. He just like dies to shove in the wave just a little bit. And he's got the Wraith Pact on him coming through now. It doesn't end up finding anything though.
All right. A 19k gold advantage. I mean, this has just been a steady game going in favor of Wildcard. They are, I think, getting ready to go onto the high ground. It's never easy, though. You're up against an Underlord. This guy is, like, one of the best heroes in all of Dota at D-pushing. The only thing you can really rely on is going to be that catapult, though.
What she has now, it's about to get cleared.
Yeah. And your mid lane's been cleared once again by the Pango.
No.
They're trying desperately to keep these waves alive, but it is not easy. Eves gets caught by the dust. The
He
Avalanche
tosses it
toss into the base. He's got the BKB and an Aegis, though, so it's not an easy kill either way. The Wraith Pact is down. Eves able to get healed up as well by S. They just turn around onto the Underlord. Analog trying to do his best here with the Rolling Thunder. Will be able to get the first life here of that CK. And again, BKB is spent. Wukong's command does come through. He's trapped. Eves needs help and fast. Gets Force Staff for the moment. Does have the Router Rift to pull El Misho outside of that Wukong's command, and he will turn it around. Still has that Phantasm to work with.
But he's at half HP right now. He can't afford to go back in himself.
He's going to heal off the mid-wave.
Yep. These poison attacks going to do a ton of damage to this tier 3 tower, though. They need a way of dealing with this one, man.
Oh,
They gotta
he
like toss it back into the base again.
Oh yeah, they pull the Viper in. He has the BKB though as well. Pops that one right away. The Tiny just gets melted. 4 staffs, 1 and 2 to get out of the base with the Flak, doing a ton of work to Violama, trying to throw what damage he can in. Gets picked off by the Pango, but it's a 3 for 3. Viper will buy back into this game. Analog needs to be careful. Gets pushed back, caught by Esk here. Doesn't have the vision right quite yet, but he goes right into the hands of the Viper. And Analog, Rolling Thunder in 1, is not going to get a chance to use it.
Yeah, he's got to bite back in the game. Someone has to deal with the CK. You need to kill this guy. He doesn't have dust on the Monkey King, though. They can't keep the chase up, so he's just going to walk away. They managed to hold here, but they lost so many heroes.
He's going to get salved up. The support of Sam is there to keep him nice and healthy. He's got the Mindbreaker as well. He goes in, gets stunned onto the Pugna. Sam will be able to help him out as well. And Eves just pops the BKB, turns his attention on over to El Micho. But with Analog rejoining the fight, it's a little bit scary. Sam 4 staffs to the low ground. Nice boundless strike. There's no way. Are they all going to survive?
Yeah, he goes down to Analog here. He 100% chasing him out of this base.
Oh, the stone form. He's
He can't
out,
keep
man.
getting away with this.
On the high ground, though, is Devi Lama. Dude, they're all fine. The Tiny and the Underlord are coming back, though. They still have yet to get a lane of barracks, and it looks like they won't be able to at the end of the day. They all have to disengage.
I mean, the Raxes are alive, but they just lost so much more from not finding any of those kills. I don't think they're still on cooler, but Wildcard absolutely played them in that last team fight there, especially towards the end. They need to like exit the base and find one of these heroes like ASAP before this Chaos Knight has his BKB back up. If they get boxed inside their own base.
Oh, S
And
went the
Wildcard,
Illuminate damage instead of the Blinding Lights on El Micho. Perfectly timed by S. They managed to find him. He's up in the trees, but he gets away. Nice boundless strike into Mischief there to dodge out the damage, and he lives.
No, is he gonna continue to cut these creep waves? All right, no, he's gonna go even further away. He doesn't want to risk it. If someone comes up there and catches him, then he 100% dies. No buyback available right now either.
When you take a look at buyback status, I mean, 2 spent so far on the side of Hokori. It's going to be the Pugna and the Pango. Yuma? Oh, they get the Hex out onto Pugna instead. And again, this is a dieback if he goes down, and he certainly does.
Battalion, the trees over here. I'm pretty sure he just drops the Firestorm, TP's out, doesn't want to risk getting caught out. Is it going to clear out this creep? Yeah, it does. So, lanes are shoved in. And El Micho on the other side of the map. He's doing his best to clear out these creeps. He's underneath the tier 4 tower. He needs to leave now. Chaos Knights come in. He's not going to be able to catch him, though. Basher finished up now. I mean, they're just doing their absolute best to try and dodge Wildcard and, around the map right now. But what's going to happen is they're just going to come to the base like the next Roche. Like, they're going to be even stronger this next time. So unless you've got like some significant changes happening in the next like 3 minutes now, there's no way this fight turns out any differently from the last one. In fact, it can go even better for Wildcard.
Yeah.
And I don't know what item really changes things for them. You need like 3 items on Tiny. You need this assault cross finish. You need the Daedalus done. Surprised he's going for the Daedalus instead of a Silver Edge, by the way.
Oh my gosh, Devi Lama almost just guesses El Micho on the 4 staff. Dude, that would have been so sick.
He's gonna go cut now. Dude, check out this deep observer ward here. Planted to scout out the Monkey King. He's just outside vision of it right now.
He's a fake tree. Come on. Not memorizing every tree on the map. Pretty weird. Oh, he's going in. He got him. The Hex out as well, and Monkey King finally punished. Does
He
have
was just
buyback,
outside the
but,
observer range.
Yeah.
Like just barely there when they caught him. Well, he's down for 40 seconds. Wave will push in next couple seconds here. But again, I'm pretty sure on Wildcard, they've waited this long. It doesn't matter if the Monkey King's dead. They don't wait for Roche to get back up before they shove it to the base.
Yeah. It is looking pretty grim here. 27,000 gold advantage. I mean, and they just keep picking up so many big items. Like, he's got the Eye of Scotty. He's got 1,800 gold in the bank. We already saw S pick up the Scythe of Ice, but he's got an Aeon disc queued up. And an Ags for the Snapfire, so Just more ways to initiate the fights.
Analog, is Esk about to kill him?
Ooh, almost gets him. Oh, that was close. So close.
No, missed him.
Does he have a Lincoln's? No, he's got an A on this though.
Yep. It's not gonna stop him from just being able to TP out. Or sorry, cancel the TP with this set device.
Yeah.
Pretty easy catching them now on the Keeper of the Light. He's got this. Surprised he doesn't go for like a Blink Dagger after his Scythe device, but you know, and is probably pretty powerful if Hokori managed to like turn this. "37 minutes in, tier 4 neutral items gonna start dropping at this point."
Dude, Sam managed to catch them with this. Oh, he's really looking for him. They're gonna get the Hex out on the Pugna. He's still underneath the ward. Gardic once again gonna go down there. Godlike spree for Esk here on this Keeper of the Light. I mean, really sick play there by Sam on the Visage. He was just standing just behind his familiars in this bottom wave. Breaks the smoke, drops the familiars. Really well done.
Yep. Dude, already Almisho getting to work down here. They're not gonna. Oh, they're pushing it through the mid lane.
Yeah, they have creeps mid.
Yeah.
With that,
Yeah,
I mean, they're getting to work on the barracks.
They're gonna lose
Finally,
two
the
sets of
first
Rex
one.
here.
Yeah, I mean, they push so fast now with Viper.
Well, I've got no way to defend this. Like, someone has to go forward. Nobody wants to stand in front, though. They just get melted immediately. They weren't set up there ahead of time. They need to somehow shove that mid lane in. Single mistake ends up costing them 2 sets of racks. I mean, they're pretty far behind at this point, but yeah.
They're still playing it safe as they go back, and they want to like, keep their eye on Roshan here, the third one of the game.
Yeah. I mean, you have to play it safe. If this game rubber bands, you just end up losing. If the net worth was even, it would be very easy for Hokori to be winning this one.
Speaking of Hokori, they smoke up themselves. Gonna see if they can find something here. I mean, it's so important that they do, but look at where Wildcard are set up. They are ready to go. Oh, his smoke popped. He knows they're back there. But they're not. I mean, okay. They just run right by him.
This is your last big chance for Hokori to be able to take a team fight. If you can win this one, you know, you still have 1 set of racks up. You're beside the Roche Pit. This could be your opportunity back into the game. If you get just the perfect angle, you can somehow clear out the CK. If you can somehow get on top of this Keeper of the Light.
I mean, they're just going to walk onto the high ground. The wave is at the tower.
Yeah, they realize that they're like behind them, but that it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to matter at all. They're gonna get to work, and Eve just jumps right in to finish off the barracks. There's gonna be that fortification. Roshan is up. It has a refresher on it. That's just so unlucky. It's not the one you wanted, but what can you do? Almisho drops the Wukong's command, gets hexed up by S, pushed outside of that arena, and that's it. Mega creep secured. In comes Analog, trying to do what he can here with the Rolling Thunder, doing a little bit of damage, but they're also tanky. BKB comes through from Vitalia. Yuma able to get himself the Aegis. BKB comes out from Divine Llama. Eves forces that Aeon Disc out from the Bango, but you've lost the Pugna. You're about to lose Vitalia as well. He's going to buy back into this game, and Viper just doesn't care. He stands his ground against 3. Eves on the backside, able to get away for the moment. The BKB comes out. He finally dies as Yuma will clean him up. And Tiny with this BKB trying to do what he can. Stoneform's going to protect Sam, and Yuma now... he's got to run, but how can you against the Keeper of the Light? It is so difficult. Silenced up onto the Snapfire. He just gets absolutely bursted. The rest of the team trying to get to him to potentially save him, but Eves is back here on this CK. Finds Gardic, and the Hex does find the Tiny as well. Another Rolling Thunder coming through from Analog. BKB with the refresh there from Yuma, but he's caught by the Viper Strike. Just getting kited out. He can't do anything. He's starting to fall a little low. He's got a BKB in 1. It doesn't matter, though. He finally tops that back around. Hex out onto the Monkey King. They're falling 1 by 1. Wildcard does not stop as they're going to be able to finish off this Pangolier. That's going to be a dieback.
Disassembled his Aeon Disc in the middle of that team fight. S was waiting on that one. The small opportunity that they had to actually bring him down, he completely turns it on them.
41,000 gold advantage.
Yeah.
The last effort from Hokori, you know, to try and go for that Roshan, but Didn't end up panning out, as now Vitaly gonna be able to BKB, but you know, Yuma not as lucky. Eves on this CK just doing way too much damage, and there it is. The GGs come out, and Wildcard will take the series 2-0.
Surprisingly, they managed to pull it off. This draft, it ended up being pretty sick. Amazing performance out of Esk, his mid lane keeper of the light. I gotta say, everyone ended up doing a lot better than I thought. Llama reasonably well on this Viper, and Eves didn't get countered out too hard by this Underlord, but put their foot on the gas. They never stopped running at them that game. Didn't give them the opportunity to farm that much. They did a good job at shutting down Yuma in lane. He came online much slower than we usually see him do, especially on this Tiny. See, like the 10-minute mark, he's below 4K net worth. Very rare to see Yuma that far behind, but did not have a good laning phase.
I mean, yeah, his lane was absolutely unplayable, and even as the game went on, like, there's not really a time when he feels safe entering these fights. Like, you can see he hardly did any damage this game, and that's rough. It's a rough Tiny game. I mean, they just played around it perfectly well. The Viper was an absolute nuisance, and yeah, Wildcard take the series 2-0. Happy day for NA Dota fans as they get themselves an NA v NA upper bracket finals here now.
Impressive. NA finally recovering a little bit. It's
What do you think? I thought you said they won the major.
Yeah, they won the first game. They, best of one, they would have beat them. Better teams just win the best of one. You know how it is.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really solid performance. But neph, before we go to an interview, which we are going to have an interview, if you guys stay tuned for just a little bit here, featuring someone from Wildcard, we do want to give a big shout out to our sponsor here, HyperX. So thank you guys. Neph, you're sporting the headset. Tell us about it. How is it?
Wouldn't you like to know, Mister? I don't have a way to plug this into my audio interface. Let me tell you, Ricky, it is amazing. This thing is 300 hours of battery life. I have not charged it since like the 27th. I spent like a couple days off my main computer. I was using my second one, but I get to sit in my Discord calls, playing with my cats while I talk to people and do work, do anything around the mouse. I just plug in the microphone on this thing. It is the best feeling in the world. Like, we had this thing for hours in comfort. Thanks to the memory foam on it, and not to mention that it is, again, not run out of battery. I have not charged it since like the 27th
of last
month.
Yeah, it's almost been an entire month since you got this headset. You have still yet to have to charge it. For those of you who don't know, the reason this is really impressive is because Neph lives in a mansion, and so he wears this thing all over his mansion. Just walks around, listening, talking to people in his Discord comms. It's great. It's huge. It's a great time. But for those of you in the US of A, I do have a little bit of a cool little discount that you can get 20% off the MSRP with free shipping. You just got to enter that code BTS Alpha WL for your 20% off, and you can follow in the links for that. It's going to be in chat as well as in a banner below the stream. We are also doing a giveaway, if I'm not mistaken, and the giveaway, as you can see right here, bts.gg/pro series giveaway. It'll give you a chance to win one of these HyperX Cloud Alpha wireless headsets. The one Neph is wearing, it's very nice, as well as maybe some BTS merch. So some hats, some hoodies, all sorts of good stuff. You have until May 29th to enter. It's coming up very quick, just finishing up this weekend. And again, the US residents only, so sorry everybody else, but that's just how it is sometimes. So yeah, again, big shout out to HyperX. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring this Pro Series, and yeah, we really appreciate it. Neph, what do you think? Or do we know who we're gonna have an interview with?
I don't know yet.
Okay, we're gonna find out in just a moment, everyone, so stay tuned. We're gonna go to a quick break. We'll be back with our interview with our winners here, Wildcard Gaming.
It's Sammy.
It's gonna be Sammy. Perfect. That's what we wanted. All right, so we'll be back with Sammy here in just a moment. Stay tuned, and yeah, don't go anywhere. Hey everybody, thank you for waiting as we get the interview set up. Again, we are back here with Sam. Congratulations, sir. Very convincing 2-0, even though some people on this panel here didn't really believe in Wildcard here.
Yeah, I don't know why you said that, Ricky.
Game 2
kind of
or
messed
something.
up.
But,
before we got into this interview, during the break, Sammy, Ricky was talking all this shit, going like, oh yeah,
my God.
they're not even that good. I don't know who Kendrick Lamar is. Sammy's taste in music is bad.
That's true, actually. I forgot about. Oh my God, you reminded me. Why'd you remind me about that? That was the worst one. Everyone in chat needs to know this. I asked who Kendrick was. He said, "Who's Kendrick?" Like, oh,
Okay, come on,
terrible.
man. Like I
That
don't know
was-
this. Like I was like, I thought he was a basketball player, to be honest.
Oh my god, dude.
You're like, do you like you just? I don't know, man. It was not my fault. I don't pay attention to this
can't-
pop
I
culture
can't
thing.
say you're exposing your. I can't say that, but you're exposing something, Ricky. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know. I heard the name, just had no idea what he was famous for. So, Anyway, back onto the real topic, the Dota 2 games that we just watched.
Another true game. Yeah.
Yeah. So, game 1 draft, you were saying you weren't super confident with that one, but it ended up working out. You guys looked really good. What was it that you were uncertain of?
I just think I don't like how the lane setup. Like, I mean, we're just asking to lose our lanes. I fed like a bajillion times. The Veno had first blood, so it made bottom like really crazy. And I don't know, our lanes just suck. Like we're counterpicked. We have TA versus Veno, who's gonna have a struggle time. Our Visage is getting owned by the Monkey Grim all-in lane, and we have counterpick on mid, which is all right. But I mean, I don't know. I just think the lanes were a little bit difficult to play, and I fed way too much. I think if we just chilled and like farmed and like AFK'd with our Doom and our Visage and our TA, like eventually the execution will get super easy, which is kind of what happened, right? Like we're even on gold the whole time. Then eventually our execution gets a lot easier because like we have Doom, we have traps, we have the Nether Ward, which will scale like pretty crazily in the game. Like Veno ult doing like 25% less damage in the fights, stuff like that.
Plus Pipe and
that-
Wraith Pact, yeah.
Yeah, Pipe, Wraith Pact, you got all the damage mitigation. So I think we scale into the game. I just don't like how hard the early game was. I generally like to play from ahead.
Yeah.
We were talking to Usky about that one as well earlier. He mentioned that it's a style of nouns now. They're formerly Zoomers, just to play as fast as possible, not ever fall behind. I see your cat in the background, by the way. Very cute. I hope he's not going to knock over the TV.
This dude pissed right there this morning. He's never pissed anywhere before. He straight up just like, got up there and just peed right on my dresser. I don't know what he was doing. He's never done that before. Wait, he straight up just peed on my dresser. Now he's standing there again, making me nervous. He's like, I'm literally, if this guy like sits there and pisses live on cam, I'm gonna get really mad.
It's all right. No one can see the cat. You're fine. No one will see it if it pees on camera. Yeah, you'll be fine.
Thank you. Give the people what they need.
Yeah,
yes.
it's cat cam.
Yeah.
Orphan.
Excellent.
What's up? What are you eating? All right, well, back to Dota. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
My bad. It's on me.
Yeah, excellent Vinland Saga reference, by the way.
Thank you. That is where that's what I named him from. That is.
Yeah, good stuff. So we were talking about. Sorry, I was talking to Husky earlier about that one. Is that something you picked up when you were previously on Zoomers? You guys just always trying to play from ahead if possible? What's the point of playing from behind, or what?
I don't think so. I think the best teams just generally try to play their style of Dota. I think, and I think, I mean, I don't know. Everyone wants to be ahead. I mean, I think that's just an NA thing. I think NA wants to win their lanes and be ahead. I mean, it starts with EG, right? Like EG are the lane dominant. Like you got to get past them to play the game. TSM kind of do it too, where they just have really dominant laners, and you start from ahead in the lanes in NA. I mean, it's a really easy way to play the game. And I wouldn't say it was picked up. I mean, I don't know. I mean, on Zoomers, we talked about a lot of ideas. I mean, I would say that me, Husky, Gunner, Ocean, like the 4 Zoomers or whatever. I mean, I'm sure we all have very similar ideas. We played together a long time. So I'm sure there's lots of overlap there.
Yeah. All right. Game number 2. I thought that draft was bad. You and Ricky both called me crazy. I think there's no way that CK fights into both the Underlord and the Pango. Talk to me about the CK and the Underlord matchup.
I mean, in the game matchup, the Underlord is good at clearing the illusions, but the lane is neutral because like CK just sustains, and Underlord is a poking hero. Like he doesn't really all in the CK. He just kind of sits there and pokes, which CK is pretty good against at sustaining. And I mean, the CK hero is just a jumper. Like he just blinks and blows up some guy. And Underlord doesn't really prevent that. Like Underlord's really good at being able to see someone that's like standing in front of him, and like then he puts the pit down, then he puts the Q down, and actually stalls them out that way. But when the CK is just playing off a blink dagger, like even if you pit, the illusions will still hit. So like you're not actually stunning them. You're not actually stopping the DPS compared to like an actual save or like an AoE stun. Like I think the best stuff for CK is like being able to actually drop like AoE stuns on this guy, like drop a cookie, drop a what other good ones are there? I guess there's not that many AoE stuns, like really aren't, but you know, drop a Sand King stun, drop a Ravage on him, and you can actually prevent them from DPSing.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah. My other question was, all right, were you watching much of the major, or did you take time off during that one?
My team took time off, but I DJ'd out. I watched like 12 hours a day.
Uh,
No vacation for me.
yeah. Now, are there any strategies that you watched during the major that you took away from and thought that's something that I need to try, and that you practiced before the games today, or that you
Yeah,
incorporated to
we
strategy
had a
today?
bunch. We did one in game 2 actually. I stole some stuff from Dubu, some TSM. We had a couple of things stolen from Dubu in game 2 in terms of us how we're posturing, I guess, on the map. So yeah, we stole a bunch of stuff. I mean, that's how it is every major. You
Yeah.
go there, see the best stuff, you take the best stuff, you pull it back to your region. Like, Nouns played last game, they're first picking Enigma now. They saw it, they see the finals, they're like, oh, pick Enigma or whatever, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, I took a lot of stuff and I took some plays, took some good stuff. Good.
And lastly, what region would you say is the strongest at the major? And do you think it mattered that China
What
wasn't
do you
there?
mean? China, then Europe, then NA, then SA, then SEA, then CIS. There we go. There's my region ranking.
That's not the Sammy I know. He wouldn't have said that Europe was
Well,
good.
it's 3 out of 4. They got 3 out of 4. Like,
Yeah, top 3 out of 4
can't-
EU. It's
you can't.
yeah.
There's no, and they won. So like, there's no argument there. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Hard
I mean,
to
this
argue
is
that one.
it's like the first time we've seen EU perform well at a major in a while, right? Like all last year, this region bombed out. So
Yeah.
I mean, good for them
they
that
came
they're
through the
finally
lower bracket. Am I right, guys?
No, it's good that they're back. Where a lot of people kind of expect them to be. Like these teams are insanely strong, and it'd be pretty embarrassing if they weren't placing that well.
True.
Maybe a little embarrassing. It's not that bad. They could have lost to Thunder Awaken or Beast Coast. South America could have
Dude,
slayed
South
Europe,
America,
and then
yeah, they
2 top
slayed.
4s.
Yeah.
Would've been
Yeah.
good.
Is your house haunted? Your door just opened a little bit.
Probably because my cat just walked out and pushed the door.
Oh, okay.
Smart cat.
That was
Okay.
my last interview question. Ricky, what do you
Is your
got?
house haunted?
I hope not. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh
Could be.
no. Last Sam interview. Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, we were talking to Husky before this, and he said he was like obviously excited to play against you guys if you ended up in the upper bracket against them, just because of a little bit of revenge for what happened in the DPC. You guys obviously beat them there. You lose to them in the coin toss here. I can't believe you did that.
That's true. We got
Very sad.
destroyed.
Outplayed.
Destroyed.
You got
Oh my
absolutely
God.
bodied in the coin
It
toss.
wasn't even close, actually. It was like 100-0.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
nothing. We didn't even have a
0%.
chance.
It's unreal.
Messed up, but yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna be playing against Nouns in the upper bracket finals. Are you excited for that one, or how do you think that's gonna go?
So, I mean, it's always fun to play Zoomers. I think. I mean, I won't make a prediction on how it go. I think we're both gonna come in and play our drafts. I don't know who will be better. I really don't. I think that there'll be some adjusting either way. I think that we'll probably end up playing them in the grand finals. So I imagine maybe we'll lose the first series on purpose, so we get the info, we come back and win the finals. So
I see.
but yeah, I think I'm excited to play them. It's always fun playing Zoomers, playing Husky and Gunner. I spent a lot of time with them, and we play together a lot. And so yeah, it's always fun to play them. It's always fun to play people that because it's at this point like the NA scene is not looking too hot, so there's not too many fresh faces.
Yeah,
So you
kind of like in their head a little bit.
Yeah, you're stuck with what you got. So yeah, no, it's always fun. It's always a good time.
Awesome. Well, I think that was probably our last question. Unless Neph, you have anything else?
Sure. You mentioned fresh faces. Is there anyone you're looking at very closely for the open qualifiers? Any teams that look interesting to
I
you?
mean, there's the monster stack, the Pingu monster.
Yeah, Alpha,
Fleet.
right?
Yeah, Alpha.
Yeah,
the Alpha stack looks all right. And trying to think who else. Mickey, you know the open. I was gonna cast them. I didn't get a cast.
I know. I was thinking about it too. I was like super busy, yo. I didn't get a chance to look at all the teams. I think
I was
Alpha
looking for
is
your cast.
what?
I was looking for your cast.
I
was gonna
know.
try
I'm
to
sorry.
cast
I had like one day to get prepared for a wedding this weekend, and that was yesterday.
Aw,
So
yeah.
life things.
That's all right. Yeah, no, wedding's more important than NA open qualifiers.
Yeah. So, well,
But yeah, I
He's
think
lo-
the Alpha team.
yeah, that's what I'd say. Alpha as well, right? They look probably like the most promising.
Wait,
Yeah.
Flea's on a team called Team Alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The man who makes the most unhinged and
Yeah,
worst
he's
tweets
like,
I've ever
he's like
seen.
the least alpha. Flea's Twitter is like the most extreme beta Twitter I've ever seen, and it's purposely beta too. It's
And
like absurdly beta.
Yeah, and that dude needs somebody to take his Twitter account away from him here pretty soon. We'll see. But That's gonna wrap up today, though. Sam, any final thoughts? Any final words you have for
No,
anybody?
shout out my team. Shout out our sponsor, Wildcard Gaming. You can go follow them on Twitter, and we'll pick Sven tomorrow. So that's what we got. All right.
All right, love it. Can't wait to see it. Thank you so much for joining us again, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you soon.
If his house isn't haunted.
Take
Yeah,
care.
not haunted.
All right. Well, Neph, we've done it. It's another day down, another game 2 or another 2. Oh my gosh, I can't
Are you
speak.
okay?
I'm trying to manage like 4 different things right now, and my brain just stopped working. It's fine. Okay.
How's it any different from usual?
Wow. All right, this guy's toxic. It was another fantastic day. Another fantastic day. We've got 2 series, 2 2-0s. North American Dota looking strong here at the Pro Series, and Sammy's predicting NA versus NA Grand Finals, Wildcard versus Nouns. You think it's likely? Can it happen? What do you think?
Potentially. I'd very much like to see NA SA Grand Finals. That's probably the best way of going about things. Cross regional play, but we'll see. Sam seems to think that those 2 teams are the strongest, them and Nouns. So maybe it's going to be the case.
Yeah, right on. Well, it's been fun. It's been a good day. We've got to say sayonara. That's the word. I'm going to leave before I really make my self look even dumber than I already am. But we're going to go ahead and wrap today up. Thank you all so much for tuning in.
Funny, but
oh, thanks. Appreciate it, bud.
Yeah.
It's been a fantastic day here on the BTS Pro Series Season 11. Again, my name is rkryptic. Here's always with neph. And shout out to HyperX. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the tournament. Shout out to BTS for putting it together. We'll see you all here tomorrow. Same place, same time. Enjoy your night.